Hello everyone. Yeah, we are live, and I'm Annie Nguyễn from Vietnam, and today I'm very honored and happy to invite Mrs.Jigz, originally from Philippines and now live in Bangkok. Amazing panel with of us in our community, and let me introduce something about myself for the audience on my page, for who the first time see my page, my life. And I'm Annie Nguyễn from Vietnam. I'm a digital business owner for some time. Before that, I work as a full-time job as a building management specialist, and I run my own small restaurant in Vietnam. And now let's listen about Miss Jigz introduce about herself. Hi, Miss Jigz.
Hi everyone,
Yeah.
good afternoon from Bangkok. My name is Jigsz. Yes, and I'm, as Miss Annie mentioned, I am originally from the Philippines, and now I live in Bangkok. I'm married to a Thai, so we decided to live here in Thailand. And about me, I'm what you call this? I'm working as a consultant. At the moment, have some bits and pieces of consultancy work related to fisheries and gender, and as well as other social inclusion. So it's very technical, and I'm also a digital business owner. So Miss Annie here is my business partner. Yeah, we are partners in the business. So I'm so glad to be here, at your page, and very glad to meet you and get to know you. And also thank you for those who are watching us this afternoon, and also those who will watch on replay. And it's good to, we are in the same time zone, right? So it's all good afternoon, but we have viewers also in other parts of the world. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
So thank you. And one more time, so thank you so much for receive my invitation to my page and spend time for me and my audience on my page.
Okay.
Mrs. Please share about your journey to become a digital business owner.
Yes, so yeah, each one has a different journey, right? Depending on, what you're doing, what's your background, even age, and where you come from. For me, I 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, I had this thinking that, I'm already this age, and what will happen to me when I go into my retirement? I don't have any really retirement fund or savings fund for retirement, because I'm working outside my country, but I support my family back home. And to the extent that I've forgotten myself. I just kept sending to my family, just so to meet their needs. And so I said, I really need to do something else in addition to what I'm doing with my professional job. And it's also on contract, right? By contract. So once it ends, I don't have a job, I have to look again another contract. So that's why I was considering maybe doing some online business, because IT and all these other computer things, it's becoming popular, right? It has been popular since. And so I said, why not do this online business? And then I saw in Facebook a post from like a niece who is in Australia, and she was sharing that her life is this, and she's just given birth, and now she got redundant in her job. She lost her job, but she is a digital business owner, and
Yeah.
her life is okay, and she has more time with her family. So I asked her, what is it about? What is your business? I'm interested. I want that kind of business, right? So she introduced me to this business, and yeah, I I explored it and spent some time to
Yeah.
study that, and I think, yeah, I think this is a good match for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that 2 years ago is time for hard lockdown of COVID-19. So
Yes.
many
Yes.
people have a struggling in their life
Mm-hmm.
when we have a hard lockdown, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's so amazing to hear that you can find this amazing business, so you can move to online space and have
Yes.
the backup plan for your life. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
amazing. And but no, with me, I am actually I am I never think that have a amazing opportunity, amazing business
Mm-hmm.
can as that I can do like this, because with me, with you, I see that you have a technical skill before, right? You have a
Not
technical.
computer, not computer. I'm not a computer person, but I use computers for emails, for internet, but not for business. Not at all.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, me too. So I never
Yeah.
think that I have a big business for my own myself. I
Yes.
never think that. I with me, I only always looking for opportunity to improve my English skill, to join in
Okay.
the big company with the worldwide, to improve my salary. So amazing. So luckily I saw a video of on the Facebook too, a video
Mm.
of a Vietnamese girl but speak English. So I follow her to improve my English listening skill, and
Mm.
so from her I also know this opportunity to open to run a business on online space with the
Okay.
worldwide, with the all partner from all over the world. So I joined with is with a big one, so so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, each one has a different reason, yeah, to join this business, this digital business. But it, whatever needs we have, whatever reasons we have, the business system can meet it, right? Can
yeah,
achieve that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So grateful. And Miss 6, I think that when you're looking for an opportunity to earn money on online space, have a many platform to you can choose, right? So why you
Yes.
choose this platform? Which is the thing you love, you most love in this platform? Can you share?
Yeah, well, this platform, there are many things to love, right? To like. And as it is digital, of course, everything is done online. And, we have our phones and our notebooks, laptop computers all the time. Remember that nearly, everybody is doing that. Everyone is connected. So it's a business that we can carry anywhere, we can do. It's flexible, we can do it anywhere, and then we can fit it in our schedule, day and night, or whether we're on holiday or we're going shopping and things, or whether we're doing any other thing, it can fit in there, right? And even if we do not really work on it, it's working in the background because of
Yeah,
the system. And it's
yeah,
like, oh, like I slept, and then the morning when I wake up, and then there's some results that we can see from
yeah,
our business, some great
yeah,
news. And because it's global, there are no borders, so our
yeah,
market is huge, and we have a huge reach all over the world. Yeah. And as well, what I like is we have a strong training system, which is video
yeah,
based, and we can learn it at our own pace. And at the same time, it will fit with our learning style. Yeah, because we're used to watching video, following it, and at the same time we can also you know, discuss or have this one-on-one mentorship and coaching with our
Yeah,
mentors and coach. And we also have a mastermind, so there's a lot of resources that can help us to
yeah,
develop, yeah, to improve in our business, not only business wise in terms of income and market and all that, but also personal development. Yeah, personality wise, like you're saying, you want to improve your English, you want to, you know, like, also we're not used to speaking in front of this camera like this, but you know, we
yeah,
develop, we improve ourselves, and we expand our network. We have so many friends all over the world now, right? Like you and I, you and me,
yeah,
we are from different countries, but now we meet here. And we also have those from other, like Canada, US, Europe, and many other places, Australia, New Zealand, that become, you know, our friends. And because we are
yeah,
partners, and we can always, you know, ask them if we need any assistance for something related to our business. Yeah, so there's so many things. And of course the
yeah,
compensation plan and all those things, the the legacy that we'll have, you know, to pass on to our next generation and things like that. Yeah, so there's so many things that we love about this business.
yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for your sharing. And I have one more thing I really
Yeah.
impressed in this business is a big, very big income. We can
Okay.
earn
Yeah.
this business. Yeah, I see that many people run this business, even they very young, very young person, and they do this business for 3 or 5 years, and they can get soon retire, early retiree. So
Yes.
I
Mm-hmm.
really impressed, and they can take care of their whole family, their
Mm-hmm.
parents, and it's very good that not much business or not much job can do this for us, right?
That's
Can
true.
change
Yes,
their
that's
life.
true.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, because we can earn the what we can earn in 1 month from this business. It's like 3 or 4, even 6 months from just the regular job, right? Of
yeah,
people. So that's why many have really retired early and just focus on this business. Yeah, so it really
yeah,
depends on each person. But what's common and what's real is that the results we get are real, right?
yeah,
And it's true. But anyway, we also did our due diligence, right? Tried to study and learn and made our own
yeah,
decisions. We decided by ourselves to start it, and you know, so we took that step of faith to do
yeah,
this business. Yes.
exactly. Yeah, and Miss Jigz, I see that you are a person always willing to learn new thing in your life, right? I see
Yes.
that as you introduce, you only use you not savvy, tech savvy, but now you dare to run this business,
Mm-hmm.
and can you share about um, as I think that when we do this business very new with us, with both you and me, and have many things we must learn to
Mm-hmm.
in this business to run this business successfully, and but I see that you are a person willing to learn a new thing, and you get a result deserve it to with your result, and do you have any struggling when you starting this business with many new things in your life?
Yeah, in terms of the struggles, I think it's more on my struggle in terms of my discipline, right? Like, because you are the owner already, right? I'm a business owner, right? So I
Yeah,
have to set the time for me to work on my business, right? So the
yeah,
business system is there, it's working, but it depended on me for my own business. It depends on me whether I should put time on that. So
yeah,
I need to put discipline that I have to work on my business, especially if, I have other consultancy work. So I have to do my time management, good time management, and schedule my work so that, because it's we have to also devote time on this
yeah,
business, so to make it work, right? So yeah, so I have to tell myself every day to work on this business. It's just like, you're opening a shop, right? If you have a shop and if you don't go there, then your shop is closed, right? So that's how,
yeah,
it's just general business thing that happens. So and of course other things like working on the computer. However, that one is not really a concern because we have a step-by-step training that we can
yeah,
follow. Even if we are using Facebook as a platform, or Instagram, or other TikTok and all this, or LinkedIn, they have also their own tutorials. Yeah.
yeah,
So we can use them, but within our business, we have our own training system that goes, walks with us step by step, so that we
yeah,
can learn. It starts from the basic, and then the next step, and then when I did my training, I said, I realized, that, I have so many things I do not know about. I'm using Facebook, but, behind the scene, there are so many things, or even Google, right? So
yeah,
I learned it from our business, from the training system
yeah,
that our business gives us. So, and they've simplified it. They put some videos so that they will show us step by step what to do. And that means it can be done by anyone, right? As long as you have an internet connection, computer, or cell phone to use for your business. Yeah.
yeah. So amazing, and especially I see that you run this business while you still have a full time job. So I so admire you because I see that you can manage your time and run
Yes.
boss too.
Yeah, so I think, like some of us in the business, we love to do our jobs, our professions, because we're trained for that, right? Like for me, I studied for that and all, so I enjoyed working
Yeah,
on that. And aside from just work, it's something that I can do together with my team or with other people. You interact with other people, and then so
yeah,
this business is like a plan B or side hustle. Yeah, when I have
yeah,
a job. However, now that I do not have one because my contract ended, and the
yeah,
business is still there, so I can
yeah,
spend more time on it. But you know it's something like at the moment, it's the side, what's this, the plan A. Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah,
doing. But then when I have a consultancy job, then I have to manage my time. But it's not difficult to manage the time with the business because it there's a system, right? It just keeps running, right?
yeah,
But of course, we still have to put maybe 10% or 20% of the effort. So the
yeah,
more effort you put, of course, the results will be different, right? You'll get
yeah,
more results if you put more effort, something like that. So that's why I'm saying that the decision is ours. We own our business, so whatever time we want to devote on that, that's on us. Yeah.
yeah.
So
And I so impressed at first I so impressed when see that many people like you, or they even some women in our community, they have children, a kid
mm,
to must take care 24/7. So I see that they take care the kid and still do this business and be successfully business owner.
yes,
I
yeah.
so impressed because it's so amazing. Not much business can do like this.
Mm-hmm,
And when learn, I know I really grateful to because of our automated system. As you say
mm-hmm.
that we just do 10% the totally working. and 90% it have a automated system work for us day and night. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And in fact, this business I'm married, but I don't have children. So it's just my husband and me here. But for our business partners who have children, they said that, doing this business, in fact, gives them more time with their families, right?
Yeah.
It gives them more time because before, they would have 2 or 3 jobs, right? Because just so
Yeah.
they can earn more and provide for their families. But when they started this business, they stopped maybe 2 of their jobs and only kept one. And for
Yeah.
some, they really totally stopped their job. They totally quit all their jobs and just work full time on this business. And they can do it at home, they can do it anywhere and with their families. So they're spending more time with their families. They have more time watching their children grow. And at the same time, this business helps them to support their family even more
Yeah.
than what they would earn from their day jobs before, something like that. Yeah, so each one is different. And what I'm saying is that this business has something for everybody who is
Yeah.
willing to take up that challenge. And those who want to have some changes in their lives, like for me, I want to have a stronger retirement fund, or for my golden years. So and there might be others who want some to do this business for to support their children's education, things like that. So each one has a different reason. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
has something for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. And Miss Jigz, as you and me or everyone, when we want to get more information about this business, to decide what if is you can do it or cannot do it, we go through some steps. First, put email and email address on the website, and join the webinar, 90 minutes free webinar, right? And step
Mm-hmm.
2 is pay $149. And
Mm-hmm.
some audience on my page ask me why we must pay $149, because as I say that after you pay $149, you can get all the information, detailed information. And if you decided that you don't do this business, this money will refunded for you 100%. And they ask,
Mm.
why you don't tell with me all the detailed information now, but must spend $149? Can you please give me the answer from my customer?
Yeah, information is valuable, right? There's value in information. So the webinar, the 90-minute free webinar, is really basically to give the basic information, and it's for people to know and to know themselves that, is this business really for me, right? Because in
Yeah.
the webinar we present, the first part is about what is online business, what is it all about, and doing the business is not just about money, but it's about the major reasons for your life, for lifestyle changes and for well-being and all that. It goes beyond. So the information, the webinar teaches us, or uh, informs us about why we do the business. And then the
Yeah.
second part will be, we have different people sharing about their success stories, right? We have people
Yeah.
from different backgrounds sharing about their mom, and then now they're doing business, or they're nurses and they are doing business and they quit and all this. And so it gives the people ideas about what this business is all about, and makes them think that, oh, should
Yeah.
I go ahead into this business? 90 minutes, because information, we don't want information overload, right? So once
Yeah.
the person who watches that webinar, who registers into our website, decides that, yeah, I want to go further, I want to explore more and learn more about this, so they can pay that reimbursable, refundable $149, which is you have 30 days to decide if you really want to go into this business, and it's refundable. That means there's no risk, right?
Yeah.
And then in terms of why they need to pay that, well, because all the information that you will be given to you on this next step,
Yeah.
also a lot of effort has been done to collect those information, right? To produce those information. So they're given to you if you join the next step, and then if you think that this business is not for you, then you can just refund your 149 before the 30 days, right? But then,
Yeah.
and we will also invite you to a Facebook group. That's
Yeah.
right now we have 130 something thousand people
Yeah.
in that group, sharing about their journey, sharing about their experiences, even sharing about how much they're earning.
Yeah.
And it's so exciting. And then there's also some additional information, right, that we can learn. So you can look around in that group and then try to see for yourself whether this business, you
Yeah.
can make that decision. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then that's once you decide that you're in, and then of course we will have a coach to contact you to to give you
Yeah.
further information for that. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for your answer. And I think so too. I see that the beautiful of sales funnel in our business is sales funnel. We choose the person who really want to do with us, to save time for the business owner like us. I,
Mm-hmm.
I, I do this business to save time for myself, for my life. So this self know supporting this for us. And when $149, I think that is the one step to choose person who show that commitment to get the
Yes.
information, to commitment to dig deep to understand this business and decided do or don't do it. So
Yes.
we cannot spend you and me cannot spend 24 hours to answer all the questions of all people read to us, right? So the 149% dollar give us save time, and we will
Mm-hmm.
spend time for only exactly person who really want to understand this business, right?
Yes, who's
So
serious in
amazing.
going into the business. Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
And the last question, some audience on my page say with me that, hey, Miss Annie, I really interested in your business, but I see that you you must go live, you must talk so much with other person, foreigner person, and I don't, my English is not good. Or some people say that they never they shy, or they feel not confident about technical or computer or some skill. And so can you give them some suggestion about who can do this business, and which is
Mm.
the characteristic need to do to become a successful digital business owner? Please give me.
Yes, uh, those who are succeeding are not technical, they are not computer experts. Yeah, there are in our business community, um, those who have not even used social media before, they learn through this business. Even those who haven't talked in front of people or doing go lives, they learn because, as we said before, we have this training system that will teach
Yeah.
us. That means there's a training, there's a coach, there are mentors, and we have masterminds that provide us, some tools, which means anyone who is willing to learn, right,
Yeah.
can join this business. Even though you are not the computer expert, you haven't studied about computer, you haven't studied about business, you will learn if you have that heart, that commitment. Yeah, because in anything that we do, right, as long as we put our hearts into it, as long as our reasons for doing that is very strong, we always go back to the reason why we're
Yeah,
doing something. So in this business, the same way, we have our reasons, we want to we have our dreams, we want to achieve that, so we are willing to learn and willing to do something that we thought, we could not do. We are willing to let go of our fears, right?
yeah,
So that we can succeed. And that's when we are able to say we can succeed or we have success, when we are able to overcome those
yeah,
obstacles, those fears that we thought we have. And so yeah, it can be for anyone, yeah, that can do this business, yeah, as long as you're committed, yeah,
yeah,
to the reason that you want to do it. Yes, so I
yeah.
hope that answers your question.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And I see the
Okay.
everyone, as we say that, many people out here is from any background. They don't have a
Yes.
background of a business or technical, or some, even some people very young or very age. I see that they all
Mm-hmm.
they can do this, can become success in this business, uh, with only one thing: they commitment to take action,
Yes.
with all the commitment, and pay,
Mm-hmm.
and keep put effort, put time, put patience, and actually
Mm-hmm.
we will can get result.
Yes, that's
Right?
true. There are
Yeah,
many ways. There are many ways that we are doing, not only the go lives here, not only the interviews. There are many approaches that we can do to conduct this business. So you will know more about that when you are, when you're in. And yeah, so I hope your interest is increased to know more about this business. Yeah.
yeah. And one thing I think so, if we if if we are weak at some skill, maybe you see that it's a disadvantage of struggling when starting do new thing. But
Mm-hmm.
when you overcome it, you you feel that you're like a hero. You
Yes, you
grow
achieved
up.
something,
Yeah,
right?
grow
Yeah,
up, and
yeah,
there's some very very good to it very great thing to deserve you try, get try.
yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
It's a
So
good
thank
feeling.
you. Yeah. So thank you, Mrs. I already take from you more than 30 minutes. So
No,
thank
it's
you so
okay.
much for spending time
Okay.
to come to my page. And I want to the last word come say with my audience that if you feel interesting about this business, please don't afraid of anything. Let's give you a chance, opportunity to open a new door in your life.
Hmm.
And
Yes,
with me and Miss this business it changed our life. Actually, change our life,
yes.
not less or more. So I think that maybe if you're looking for an opportunity to grow up yourself or get more get more income in your life, maybe you can try. It's nothing to lose. Have nothing to lose. So I always here and very glad to share with you more information or answer with you any questions you have. And one more time, say thank you with Mrs. and want to say bye with all of you.
Thank you. Bye. Take care,
Yeah,
everyone.
bye.